And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment.
Power, venom. When I dig deep, I can never find nothing left. It's a mystery, rage, nothing but rage. Can't figure out if I'm going insane. Ain't no doubt, but we show no mercy. So think twice if you wanna. Nothing ain't nice right here, no games. I don't wanna dart nobody in a flash. True. Hands in the air, put the money in the bag. Cash, venom.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Oh, hammers it home. Taking it the length of the court. Oh, throw it down with some spice.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Allie, it's all yours.
Yeah, I asked James Harden about the Rockets' small ball lineup. He said, quote, it's challenging guarding bigger guys. You've got to compete, you have to be physical, and you have to rely on your teammates. But Russell Westbrook said, there's not many players that we've really got to worry about. Guys, small ball is definitely dominating the league.
That it is, Allie. Thanks, good stuff there. It's always intriguing watching this kind of chess match. Two teams that really understand how to play the game.
How do coaches in this game, BA, deploy some of their key bench players for matchup minutes that might just be the advantage in this one?
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, they are the backcourt. Wiggins and Green, the duo at forward. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 down low. And for Houston, Harden and Gordon, they're the 2 and the 3. Then it's Daniel House. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Cousins in at the center position. Harden's shot is good.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Curry. Oh, stolen by Harden. Pass to Gordon. Rebounded by Green.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Harden against Thompson. The drive by Harden. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And in this era of load management, where there's such an emphasis on resting your players, particularly your star players, none of that applies for James Harden. Since joining the Rockets, he's averaged over 37 minutes per game.
Now here's Westbrook. House. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, this is great when Westbrook starts to dictate the tempo of the game. This time he's doing it with the pass, setting up a teammate.
You know, the flip side to all those minutes and carrying that load throughout the regular season for James Harden, Grant, some feel he's run out of steam in the playoffs.
Yeah, BA, he knows that in order to really cement his legacy and silence his critics, it's all about winning championships. Harden wants those rings badly. So his teams have been good, and they've been right there. He's just got to keep pushing until he gets it.
Harden, the pass to Westbrook. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Drive by Curry, and that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Westbrook outside. Harden, the pass to Westbrook. To the wing on the left. Outside Harden. Let's go with a 3. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Curry with a steal. On the attack, Green uses the glass on the layup.
Solid decision from Draymond there, seeing a lane and jumping on it in no time.
Pass to Harden. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. Tucker's checked in for the Rockets. Wood comes in for House. The Warriors leading. And here's Curry for three. And Tucker pulls it down.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And, you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
1:10 left in the first quarter of the game.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Wood. Back to Tucker. Left side, Harden. Oubre with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. They get the rebound. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
McLemore's checked in for Gordon. Here's Curry. Here's Thompson. It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Tucker. Here's Westbrook. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, Russell Westbrook, not your prototypical pure point guard by a long shot. All right, so how do you evaluate him as a floor general?
BA, it's simply 2 words: fearless and relentless. He is a prolific playmaker. Now, throughout his career, some have questioned his decision-making, but I'll take all the great things that he does on the court to help his team win over that.
And he sinks the second.
Now Westbrook just plays with an incredible competitive fire, and that energy right now, he's not taking any possessions off.
Wood with it. Now Pascal defending. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
There's the drive. And it's Houston scoring again.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead, up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And a naturally ball-dominant player, James Harden talked about others setting him up a little more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like I'm able to catch and shoot. I'm able to play off, on the wings.
And that gives their offense another dynamic.
It does. And it also helps them preserve some energy for those big moments and big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Daniel House out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Curry. And Grant, defenses usually find ways to counter new offensive moves. But what can you really do to stop the step-back three?
BA, I'm not sure there's much you can do defensively. You know, it's interesting. 25, 30 years ago, you didn't see too many people taking step-back threes or even step-back twos. It's a bad shot. It wasn't a high percentage shot. The players today have really mastered that shot and that ability to create space and distance to get off their three-pointers. Maybe if the league changes the rules and allows a little bit more physicality, which gives some of the advantage back to the defender, then and only then will defenses be able to stop the step-back three.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
PJ Tucker at 6'5" is more than willing to hold it down at center. He said, so what? It's basketball. I've done it my whole life. It doesn't matter. People ask me why I play so hard. I don't have a choice. That's what I've got to do, period. Just holding it down no matter what.
Thank you, Allie. That one misses for Curry. You know, Brent, now he's entering his mid-30s. What do you think may change with Stephen's game, if anything?
I think he's just going to fall off the cliff. I'm kidding. Obviously, this guy is one of the greatest shooters of all time. And they say that you get better as a shooter as you get older. Is that humanly possible with Steph Curry? I don't think so.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Cousins. Wood outside. 4 on the clock. Out to Gordon. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it. Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Wood left side. Unloads from 13. And it doesn't even draw iron. The Warriors trailing. Now here's Oubre. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
I can see that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Gordon. Takes it inside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Wiggins. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great possession there.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And stolen by Wood. Ball stolen. Green with the ball. Cousins on him. Got a hand on it.
Well, offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific at getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
Wood outside. Pass to House. Here's McLemore to the paint. Shot from 12. No good, off the front rim.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he comes up with a bucket. Wiggins got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
So polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Cousins drives in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
8 seconds left in the first half. The drive by Wiggins, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
A mobile attacking player. Wiggins' teammates and coaches love when he uses his physical tools to his advantage.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Rockets ahead, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team, Ernie. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on their heels, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, the Warriors shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Thompson, they're in the backcourt. Wiggins and Green, the duo at forward. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. Houston in the lead. Westbrook into the lane. Shoots over Curry. That one a little long. Westbrook's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. On the take, Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And Clay ripping one down that time.
Well, Grant, you were one of those uber versatile players back in your day, and now versatility is a key, especially on the defensive end.
I love what you said there, B.A. Yes, we think of versatility, we always think offense, but defensively, it's just as important. And in this style of play that we're in today's game, you need guys who can guard multiple positions. They can guard and bang with big guys. They can guard on the perimeter against smaller guards. Guys who have that kind of defensive versatility are a huge asset to a good ball club.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chris has checked in. Westbrook outside. And he drives in. Out to Gordon. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Gordon's got 6 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And last season, Grant, arguably the worst of Eric Gordon's career. You think it was health?
Yeah, it was a tough year for him. I mean, he missed some games with some persistent knee and shin injuries. He just signed that nice 4-year, $76 million extension. He is so important to this team, and his health will play a critical role in his success.
And that one's good. Thompson.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Curry with a steal. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Thompson. Takes a 13-footer. Here's Chris. And he gets that one. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
It's 2-on-1. The 3 from Curry. He drops it from range. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter, even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter. Will that make right there? That could change things.
Outside for Harden. Stolen by Wiggins. Thompson outside.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Westbrook gets the bucket.
Getting a little bit more room here from the mid-range, the explosive shot area, getting quick to that spot. and separating from the defender.
Curry, no good. The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. The drive by Harden. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it. Houston making some changes. Wood comes in for Cousins, and McLemore subbed in for Gordon. And Golden State also making a switch. Oubre, he's checked in for Green. "55 seconds left in the third quarter here. Curry against Westbrook. The baseline J. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
How about Curry angling his body perfectly on that shot, going straight into the contact. Those free throws are automatic.
Shooting 2.
That one's off.
Yeah, when Curry plays like this, there's an effortlessness to how he approaches the game, and he makes every facet look easy, not just the shooting.
Tucker's checked in for the Rockets. And he's good on the second. Here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game. Now Harden. Pass to McLemore. Goes up on the baseline. Wow, way off on that one. And he knocks down the first one.
Klay Thompson is really a guy you have to respect with how even-keeled he is out there on the floor. Never too high, never too low, and very much in control of his emotions.
Both free throws good from Thompson. The Rockets trail. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And slam dunk by Tucker.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Harden. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That'll be on Eric Paschall.
One of the most creative offensive talents in the game. Harden simply just has a knack for creating contact.
And he makes a first. Harden hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Curry against Westbrook. And that one, good. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Just so good around the rim. Steph Curry knowing when to try his luck from there, and he gets super creative with some of the spins that he puts on the ball around the rim.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Warriors ahead, leading by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pairing up in the backcourt, Westbrook and Harden. Then McLemore out there with Christian Wood. And it's Tucker in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Now, there's a lot of big men in the league who aren't as skilled in the paint as Russell Westbrook is.
Wiggins on the attack. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Deflected. Second chance shot, and that one's good. Wiseman's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Harden against Wiggins. Harden misses. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's McLemore. Stolen by Wiggins. Thompson outside. Going inside. Over Harden. Thompson's shot is off. For Houston, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Nice shot by Harden.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Thompson in the post. Defended by Harden. Thompson, no good. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
The Warriors leading. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Harden. Here's Wiseman. And Tucker pulls it down. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Houston making some changes. House, he's checked in for Wood. And it's Gordon in for McLemore. Green's checked in for the Warriors. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Outside Tucker. Harden against Thompson. Harden, the pass to Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And it's Green missing. The Rockets have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. And it's Harden penetrating. Good on the first, and that ties this game up. And the Rockets making a change here. Cousins is checked in, and Golden State also making a switch. Curry's checked in. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Gordon attacking, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Terrific play by Eric Gordon to force the issue there and get the defense to overcommit on the jump shot.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Houston with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Down low. Here's Cousins. Second shot opportunity. Oh, he nails it!
That's all Boogie right there on the inside. The shot goes up. He knows where he needs to be and settles in nicely.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From the high post, Curry's shot is off. Gordon down low, hounded by Wiggins, and they pick up 2. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Curry goes in, and it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Steph with the initiative here, taking charge, and tonight making a ton of things happen.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Wanamaker.
Incredible effort from Bazemore there, making the shot release as uncomfortable as it gets.
And so the Rockets take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you later.